portion of Daytime Tri-Cities is sponsored by travel expert Kathy Kennedy. Travel expert Kathy Kennedy is fresh off a 3-week jaunt across Europe, and she is back home to share with us how you too can make a travel dreams come true. Welcome back, Kathy. How you doing?
I am doing fabulous.
Yes.
Absolutely fabulous.
Still feeling a little jet lag.
Yeah, there's still, I made it till 7 p.m. last night before I went to bed because, yeah, that's what the jet lag does. But I just wanted to come back and to do something different, kind of share with everybody what it's like really to experience Europe. And so I just kind of wanted to share where we're going, what we're doing, and also mention, you know, the travel expert that I have after my name is because you experience. So I love to experience travel, and that way I can share it with all my clients. Right,
and you got to experience Easter in Portugal. Tell us, that had to be a really moving experience.
Well, one of these things that I did Easter in Europe a few years ago, extremely emotional. And this year, when the opportunity came up, I was actually on 2 trips. Yes. So let's look at the first trip, which was Portugal, which is River of Gold. So guys, this is kind of where I was at. We did a land tour. We flew into Lisbon. From Lisbon, we went up to Porto. And then we sailed the River of Gold. Now, the first part of Easter, back to Chris's question, I got to spend Palm Sunday in Salamanca, which is, as you can see, is up there. And we were just talking how emotional that is. But everybody talks about Portugal, and I really didn't understand why it was so special. So I don't know if we got some photos that we can show, but it is different, guys.
We're on that right now.
Look at that. There is not flat anywhere. There's no flat, and every piece of it is either vineyards, and yes, there's a wineries. We did so many wineries. There's the vineyards, or it's olive groves, or it's almond trees.
Wow.
So I'm really saying to everyone, if you are into the wines, I learned so much about different wines and ports and everything. This is a great trip. However, it's very different. Smaller ships, smaller river.
Right.
Yeah. They don't even sail at night, Chris. They can't sail at night because it can't be 2 ships passing at the same time.
Right.
That's how narrow. So you got to book. If you're thinking about 24 or even the latter part of this one, you got to call me on Portugal.
I know some people get a little antsy when they're on cruise ships, you know, because they can't see land. You're definitely seeing the land here.
That's right. It's hugging you, baby. And they're beautiful, beautiful views everywhere you turn. And then, so after we did that, and this is something too, guys, I want you to say, I can customize your trip. So I'm thinking, well, wait a minute, it's April, I'm in Porto. What about them darn tulips? You know, so I caught a flight up to Amsterdam.
Oh man!
These are all my pictures, guys. These are all my pictures. These are the tulip gardens. This is just the beds. So we haven't even gotten to Kirkenauf yet.
Right.
But these are the beds, and then this is just one of the pictures of the many, many tulips and the beautiful display they have there in Kirkenauf, which is obviously a tulip garden, which is just north of Amsterdam.
And of course, you got to have a windmill.
Yeah. We saw a lot of windmills. Let me tell you, a lot of windmills.
But tulips, windmills, that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, I'm not done yet.
But you're not done. Talk us through it. Where did you head next?
Well, the next one we jumped on, because we're already in Amsterdam, we jumped on the Ryan Getaway. Now, this is a great trip for anyone who's never done a river cruise at all. Absolutely has a little bit of everything. Like I said, we started out in Amsterdam, and the biggie for me was getting into Cologne for Easter Day. And if you guys, I don't know if anybody, get on my Facebook and go back to my Facebook page, you will hear, I put this thing up, the bells in the church started ringing at dawn and never stopped.
Oh my.
And it's every church, if you can imagine this is going on. So this is one of my favorite, though. This is Notre Dame de Strasbourg. See if I said that right. This is actually in France. These are castles. Okay, so this is really the trip of castles and cathedrals.
Yes, look at that.
And a lot of medieval towns. So we actually hiked up to that little puppy, and from there you could actually see the Black Forest. And then, yes, those are your windmills. So that's all packed into that last little trip. So the Ryan Getaway, right now, Viking is doing some free air.
Okay.
So if anybody's interested in that, would love to share. So.
And I love the fact that you have this experience. You can sit down and talk people through their entire trip
Yep.
and make sure their itinerary is set and ready to go.
Yeah, it was funny. I had a couple of my clients, which are booked later on. He's like, "Are you at the Movenpick? Well, what's that like?" See, the thing is I can now tell them about the Movenpick because I booked them
Yes.
there, but I've been there myself.
Right.
And that's what's important to me.
Can't beat experience.
Nope.
Absolutely not. Kathy, thank you so much for sharing that. Wonderful trip for Kathy. It could be a wonderful trip for you as well. And all you got to do is pick up the phone. Call Kathy right there at that number. Check out those websites and those email addresses as well. She would love to help you get to Europe today. The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities was sponsored by travel expert Kathy Kennedy.